Good morning. It's time to see what is going on with our little blobby friend who's been buried in the flour. See all those little cracks on the top there? That's exactly what we're looking for. So let's see what's going on in here and go on to the next step. Ooh. Look at our little guy. All right. Here's our little friend, our little blob. Look at him. He's all crusty. Okay, so today we're gonna take off these little crusty bits. And, give it a smell. Oh boy. Hopefully yours smells nice and pungent. It's getting there. It's doing its thing. So, as best you can, get rid of these little crusty edges. Some of it is going to be okay if you leave it on there. Okay. So, set that out of the way. Let's get our bowl out. See if we're still zeroed. We are. Okay. So, let's see what this little guy looks with. So we were at 8 ounces and I took off let's see, maths. I took off about 2 ounces of crust. Doesn't really matter. At this point, I think we're just gonna not worry so much about, what am I trying to say? Weight. Oh, I'm not ready again. So, in this episode, we're going to just moisten up our little ball. We don't really need to weigh it. So, I just put a little water in there. We're gonna fool around today. So let's just dump that. Now I've got a little workspace. So just get your hands in there. Yeah, and there will be some little chunky spots, little crummy. It smells so good though. I mean, it smells healthy and a little bit sour. It's getting there. So just break up those little crunchy bits as best you can. You don't have to go crazy. Okay. Wash my hands. I want to pick up the bag. So it's kind of bright. Mine kind of looks like that. See, it's pretty sloppy. Get my paper towel. All right. I'm gonna take some of this leftover flour from our landing spot in the loaf pan. And we're just gonna build it back up again. I might weigh it, I might not. At this point, we're probably a couple days away from baking some bread. Look how much better the elasticity is. We're gonna do a little kneading today, as a matter of fact. So just keep adding flour until it becomes sort of workable. And at some point in the future, there is the maths are going to be involved. We're just sort of goofing around now, we haven't even started the sourdough starter. This is just getting prepared to get the sourdough starter. then there's some time after that. But at one point I will talk about the maths. There's something called baker's percentages, which all bakers use. It's really confusing to me because I'm terrible at math, but it's basically about percentages. Like, you know, in this recipe it's 60% of this and 5% of that and 1.1% of this, and you know, it gets really complex. I will break all that down in a future episode. So we got our little dough ball, and we're just actually building up the protein strands. So just like fold it over, like kind of like I'm doing. I think you can see that, yeah. Yeah, just give it a little love. Give it some athleticism. That's not the word I'm looking for. What am I looking for? Yeah, we can see that it's got a little strength. It's like it's becoming a doe, a deer, a female dough ball. Oh, why not? Anyway, so just do this for like a couple minutes. I'm gonna try to, I've got to keep these videos short. I don't know how much time I can actually spend on these. Might have to break them up. But when you feel it's like, kind of like, it's got a little life. It's kind of where it needs to be. You can feel it. I can't really explain it other than it's got some give. See how it sort of comes back a little bit? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to bury it in the flour again. Since I like this one, I'm just going to keep using my loaf pan. So let's get a little more whole wheat flour in there. Make it a little oval shape just so it fits better. There we go. A little more flour on the top. Did you guys notice? You noticed the cracking. Yep. Okay. Nice and buried. Tomorrow, I'm not going to make a video tomorrow because essentially you're just going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to take out the crusty bit, exactly the same thing as we did today. Like, exactly. We're not weighing anything out anymore. It's just whatever size it is. You know, whatever you take off and whatever you add water-wise and flour-wise to get it into that nice, like, extensible ball. That's what you're going to do again tomorrow. I'm not going to make a video. So you guys do that. I will do that. Let's see. So you guys are going to do that tomorrow. Then a day and a half from tomorrow, so 3 days from now, we're going to come back and we might make some bread, which would be pretty cool. Unfortunately, that's not my day off, so I'm going to have to figure that out. It might have to be after work, so it might be a dark video, a nighttime video. Ooh. Anyway, that's the lesson for today. So yeah, just leave this sit, do the exact same thing again tomorrow, and then let it sit for another day and a half, and I'll be back. All right, goodbye. Where the hell is the thing? Well, there it is.